Hi, I'm Karen Rogers. Welcome back. It's time for video number 47, and today we'll talk about latex gloves. I don't know who invented latex gloves, but I just cannot live without them. I'll talk about some practical uses, but I will also share with you some creative uses that I learned mostly from students. Alright, let's go ahead and get started. I guess I'll start by putting on a pair of latex gloves. They're always fun to put them on and give it a snap. I don't know why that's always entertaining, but it is. Alright, we've got the latex gloves on. Now, how do I use them? I use them in the classroom. I teach science, and of course you use them for dissection. Another time is if you're cutting onions and you don't want the onion on your skin, latex gloves will solve the problem. Sometimes I have pets when you've got animals in cages and you don't want to touch all that gross stuff in animal cages, so I'll use them to clean cages. You can use them for medical uses. They say to use latex gloves to protect from bloodborne pathogens. Another, speaking of medical, is if you ever use icy hot or capsaicin, you know how you put it on your muscle and then it's on your skin and then you touch your eye. Well, use latex gloves when you're applying icy hot. I also use it when I apply flea treatment. I know some people use it when they dye their hair. So there's all kinds of household reasons. And a trick that I use every winter that you may or may not know about is to soften skin. What you do is you put on lotion, or if they're really dry, I use Vaseline. You put on the lotion or the Vaseline. Well, rather than have the lotion and the Vaseline get on everything, just put latex gloves on top of that, read the paper, do something for half an hour, and when you take it off, your skin is much softer. So this is a beauty trick, a skin softening trick, lotion or Vaseline, and then latex gloves on top for a half an hour, and it is magic. Alright, that's really true if you have rough hands in winter, which I always do. Alright, you probably can think of some other practical reasons for latex gloves, but did you know that you could also be very creative with them? Let me share a couple of creative ways, things that you can do. They can be blown up like balloons. Now, they're a little trickier to tie than regular balloons, but you can just simply grab them and you just blow them up like you would a normal balloon. And then tie them. Yeah, it's a little tricky, but once you figure it out, it's good. I used to give these away when we'd have a science night. I would make these, and then I'd put people's names on them and give them as a souvenir. And I would go through a lot of gloves, and I'd get blisters on my fingers from tying them. But they're just fun, and so you can use them as balloons. If you're out of balloons and you need a balloon, maybe you've got latex gloves. Another thing you can do is make faces, and you could do it like this. I took a regular latex glove and I tied the thumb to the end, so now he's got a face. That's another one. Or you could make the face like this. So the thumb would be the nose. You could write a note if you know somebody who just graduated, say, from nursing school. You could say, "Congratulations, Haley," or whoever it might be that you are proud of. You could write any kind of note on a latex glove. Now, my friend Kristen shared this idea with me, where you take a latex glove and fill it with water, add a little food coloring, and tie them, and then draw a face. And you can have these little creatures, or she would call them hand people. And one night we spent a lot of time making hand people, and she is very creative with drawing faces. But you can make little couples, and she had like the handlers or the glovers. She had real creative names for them, and I remember I put these up. They can make cute decorations if you want. Here's another set. These are the blue set. But we made a whole series of these. There were the green ones, the yellow ones, and I put them all along the chalkboard. And the students, high school students, loved them. And they said they wanted to adopt them, so they filled out adoption papers for these weird latex gloves people. Now, of course, this can be a little bit messy, but they're just fun. And I have a couple nieces, and I gave them a box of latex gloves, and I think we filled them up with water. They entertained themselves for at least an hour with these hand people. Sophomores in high school can entertain themselves for a long time. You just give them a box of latex gloves and let them go. They would put them on their heads and blow them up with their nose. I don't really recommend that, but there's just a lot of different uses. All right, have fun with your latex gloves. I'll show you, I guess, to finish up this video. Let's do this. I'll show you how to properly remove them. You take them like this, so you grab this one, so you don't have to touch anything. You pull it off, and then you slide your finger under, and you never have to actually touch anything that's contaminated, and you can simply throw them away. I'll finish today with a joke. What did one glove say to the other? One glove said to the other, "Boy, it looks like you could use a hand." I'm Karen Rogers. I educate, motivate, and entertain. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.